What's going on, everybody? How you doing? You tell I'm Rusty. I forgot to unmute the mic. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is well with you. It's another Friday. I am back. I am still alive. For those who thought I might have just disappeared off the face of the earth. But yes, here with another episode of IE Podcast, recapping New York Comic Con, talking a lot of things that I missed, that we missed talking about, a lot of things that we're going to talk about, some good things, some surprises, some other stuff. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's had a great couple of weeks. I should say months at this point. It feels like, but it's good to see everybody here, see everybody hanging out. What's going on? Strato says, hey, how's everyone doing tonight? It's great to be here. It's good to see you, Stratos. Don says, feels like I just saw Dante last week. It does feel like I just saw you last week, Don, because I did see you just last week. Hero Collections in the house says, feels like I just saw Don last week. Well, you did see just Don last week. Everybody saw each other last week. Well, mostly I saw a lot of people last week, but yeah. What's going on, Bart? Recap of New York Comic Con, aka how I went broke. I did not go broke this New York Comic Con, so which was a good thing. It was a good thing. I did not go broke at this New York Comic Con. I was only there for one day, but it was a fun day for that one day, if you can get that right. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Before I jump into everything and see how everybody's doing, just get the feel of how y'all are feeling. It's good to see everybody. Stratus says, hey, good to see you. Thank you, Stratus. Thank you. It's good to see you too. Hey, Greg, what's going on? So what's over under the betting pool and how soon Bart talks Gundams or Robert brings up? I give it about 15 minutes. Let's say 10 to 15 minutes before they start. Oh man, I lost already. And Gar says, dude, I am working on a Gundam right now. I got a lot of kits to work on, Bart. I'm with you. I got a lot of kits to work on. I'm still trying to put some stuff together for some guests to come and build Gundams, with me. So found one person right now that's cool to come on stream and build some Gundam. So I had to set up a date and time for that. But other than that, yeah, I don't. Soon for you, Bart. For you, Bart. Soon. Why is my camera going? There we go. Ooh, focus up, camera. There we go. What else does I have going on? Why is my camera not focusing? There we go. Okay. Guess I was too far. I don't know. I says I'm over AOA. Dante be on the hunt for the ultra rare skibbity toy. No. Bart says working on a 1/100 Senju Stein Baraka. I'm not familiar with that one. I have to take a look and see. I am waiting for one thing to ship from Hobbylink Japan. It's on back order. It's almost like a kit. I'm not sure how to really preference it. I forget the name of it, but once I get it, I'll talk about it and everything. What's going on, Matt Logic? How you doing? So some good news for the show. Hopefully I will start getting back into a regular Friday night thing doing the show. So with that being said, I kind of have to, because the show now has a sponsor for it. So I can kind of officially say that. Still working on a couple of things at the moment, but the official sponsor, well, you know what? Let me do it this way. I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee. That's some good coffee. So sponsor for this show is Merlin Munchies. It's going to be Merlin Munchies. Oh my goodness, I'm already messing up. What I'm drinking tonight is white chocolate raspberry whiteout. It's not reflect. Nah. Merlin's Munchies is a great coffee shop. Once everything is set up, you'll be able to order coffee with the link that I provide you with discount code from the Finney equation. But yes, this show now has a new sponsor, and it's great. I'm super excited. I'm happy. And it's something I can shill. I love shilling coffee. Love coffee. Mm-mm-mm. That is some good coffee. This is good. This is a new flavor too. It's delicious. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Bart. I don't think they have hot cocoa. So yeah, it's just coffee. I'm sorry. The official sponsor is Mr. Beast Lunchables with extra amounts of moldy cheese. No, no, I'm not touching that with like a 55-foot pole. No. Mm-mm. Grace said, I recently learned of a model kit for 112 of a 112 tumbler and bat pot. Mono King and its BB on BBTS for a 125. Origins Logan fits in the front sizing bit I saw. Oh, it's dope. I might have to check that out. What's going on, Disavow? How you doing? Grace says, it makes my farm look like trash. Shara says, I have a personal brag if that's okay with everybody. Just picked up my first Galaxy Ranger ever, Zachary Fox, leader of the Galaxy Rangers. Awesome. Yeah, you can brag about that. That's great. What's going on, White Vegeta? How you doing? Um, so before I hop into everything, I know we're getting to that spooky time of the season, folks. And I want to give some recommendations of some good horror movies to watch during this time, if you are able to, or if you want to. Ones I enjoyed, I did enjoy the new Salem Slot on HBO Max. It was really good. I never seen the original one, I want to say. So let me preface that. Never seen the original one. Always knew about it. I know there was two made, the Salem Slot and the Return to Salem Slot. So I would say the one newer one I enjoyed. I know there's a lot of people who did not enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. So Halloween party next week? No Halloween party next week. Unfortunately, yeah. Robert, nah, we're not doing that Winnie Pooh blood and chin whatever. Blah, blah. No, no. We're gonna give you good horror recommendations, not bad ones. Nope. Bad Robert. uh, if you did like this series, VHS is a great series. They put out some middling, like two middling ones that were not great, but it's still a great series. They return back to the roots, and VHS Beyond is really awesome. Beyond as outdid itself. There is one you can figure out who the director is if you watched another movie by shoot, I forget his name now. Kevin Smith. You can tell. But VHS Beyond has great short stories, and the overall arching story is good as well. So that as one I definitely recommend. Alien Romulus, I finally watched. Great movie. I heard it's getting a sequel, and I can't wait. That one was really, I enjoyed that one. I didn't think I would enjoy that one as much, but I really did. It's not Halloween related, but man does a dose into one. Have you seen Rama One Half? No, I've heard a lot of people talk about Rama One Half. I've never seen it, but it's something I might have to dive into, take a look into. Like you said, I will be up in direction at the beginning of the week. Delaware and Jersey, unfortunately, for unpleasant reasons. I'm sorry. Well, for the reasons that are unpleasant, I'm sorry for that. But enjoy. Delaware is tax free, and get your gas while you're in Jersey because it's cheap there. Those are two best things I could tell you for the states. Because I don't like New Jersey and I don't like Delaware. So those are the two things I can tell you is best. Do some shopping up here. Some Targets. We have very few comic shops up here, so there's not one I could really like say that's like, ooh, go to this one. It's gonna be great. Have a great experience. What's going on, Stride? How you doing? Bart, I was gonna talk about Beetlejuice too. It was formulaic. It wasn't bad, but I'm not gonna say it was great either. It was very formulaic. Definitely, yes, you're right, Dom. In New Jersey, go to Chubsy Wubsies. But nothing in Delaware. Super exciting. Um, Yes, Bart. Beetlejuice 2 was very formulaic. I could see it's like a formula that we all seen before. If we watched enough movies, we've seen that formula. We knew what was going to happen. So that one is just like if you're really bored, it's okay. Yeah, the ex-wife was kind of a pointless endeavor and everything. So yeah. Rob said about a case of tracksuit mafias from Ollie's. I have a full soccer hooligan gang. Awesome. I haven't been to Ollie's in a while. I might have to go check and see if they have some, but I doubt they have any tracksuit mafias for me. The Ollie's around my way don't really like keep up with all the good stuff. Um, Another Long Legs. I did enjoy Long Legs. Long Legs was really good. That one. I don't want to give the plot twist. Like it's like a plot part of the plot and plot twist away. It could have done without it. If it was just like Silence of the Lambs type, it would have been very excellent. But still, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I still felt it was very good. So it's kind of like on a horror movie centric thing, but I wouldn't really say like it's going to like really scare you kind of horror. The Substance, I'm definitely going to tell you to watch. Great movie. I was overall impressed. I had heard so many things about it, and I was like, I don't know if it's going to be a movie that I like. I had never seen the trailer. I just heard that people were just loving it. So I did finally watch it, and I see why people loved it. If you ever watched The Thing or The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, and you like those, you love The Substance. That's the best way I can put it. Let's see. What was another one that I watched? Oh, Things Will Be Different was really good. It's more like sci-fi, not really too much horror, but it's a good sci-fi movie. Um, so that one was really good. I'm not going to give away a whole lot of it. I'm going to say it's a brother and sister who are working together to stop something. That's about it. Deadpool and Wolverine's my pick of the year. Seen 7 movies in theaters, and Deadpool's number one. Robert says, "Well, I've only seen like 2 movies in the theater: Deadpool and Wolverine, and Long Legs. Those are the only 2 movies I've seen in theater. Everything else I watched at home. I There was nothing in the theater that really like grabbed it, that made me want to say like, "Oh, I need to go out and spend my money to go see this in the theater." Mm-mm. Bart says, "If they made an AOA movie, would that frighten you?" Yes, I'd be very frightened and upset at the same time. Yeah, that's about it, Robert. 15 seconds of Deadpool. Yep, the 15 seconds in Deadpool is all you need for AOA. You don't need anything else. Um, Oddity was really good. That was a great horror movie. I would definitely say go check that out as well. I don't want to get away too much with that one as well either. But there's one woman's sister. She gets killed, and she's trying to figure out who killed her. That's the best way I could put it. Um, Trying to think. This is not so much of a horror movie, but it kind of feels like suspense thriller horror in a way. Blink Twice with Channing Tatum is really good, very well done. Uh, I'm going to tell you there's some themes that are kind of hard to take in there. If you have an issue with that, a, it deals with some things that have been popping up recently this year and last year. Well, actually, in the last couple of years. So, but yeah, it's very well done. It's a very good movie. I definitely would recommend it if you were looking for something to watch. So all those movies are something I would definitely I would say watch. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything, any other ones that I've seen recently that would be good. I mean, I did see Never Let Go with Halle Berry, and it was it was okay. I'm not gonna say it was like great. Excuse me for a second. I'm not gonna say it was like the shizness of everything, but uh, it it wasn't. I don't know. It was weird. I'll say that's weird. Sharon says, I recommend Transformers 1 is the second best Transformers film. The marketing ruined the real tone of the movie. That's what I heard. I was talking to my friend, Mr. Steele, and he was telling me how good it was. So I was looking at, like, the trailer made it look like it was a comedy. So that's why I really wasn't, like, into it. But when he kind of told me about it, he said he's seen it. So I'm going to try to sit down and watch it. Um, yeah, so that's really it for movies. Let's see. Oh, so let me go ahead and post this real. Sorry, let me post this real quick here. Sorry, I had to post that real quick. So yeah, so that's what I've been kind of doing. Been working on some other stuff. I do apologize. Work's been super busy, but it's been good. It's good busy. Um, and yeah, it's just I'm sitting here getting tons of stuff opening and not having where to put it. Um, I'm trying to think, who did I get? So I did get I had to get this. I had to get Frankenstein. Hey, what's going on, no man? I got Frankenstein. I got Frankie. I had to get this. This was a cool looking figure, and the accessories made it really awesome. But yeah, Frankenstein is like a dope figure. I love this figure. Accessories, the way you can switch everything out, take the coat off, different heads. You know, you got the bare feet. I say, and make him super awesome. So yeah, that's one of the ones I did get that I really like messing with. I was able to let me see if I can move them without knocking everything over. Get ooh, 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 the Mezco Doc Nocturnal, which is an awesome figure. Like this, I like this new one. This updated one is definitely dope. But this is like I had to get this one because this one, like I do like Dot Knock. It's one of the few original properties that I like on Mezco. Dot Knock is one of them. So this one was definitely dope. I had to grab it. Good accessories. Yeah, and overall, it's just great figure. I like it. The hood. Um, you can see the gadgets on his belt. But yeah, it's great figure overall. Hands. There's another mask. So there's a head that you put the skull mask over. So it actually shows you what he looks like without with the mask. Excuse me, without the skull on. Let's see. Bart says that Frankie is sweet. I wish it was a bit rare, but we have him next to the headless horseman on the Halloween display. Awesome, nice. Yeah, Frankie is dope. I love Frankie. Let's see. Don says I'm still waiting on my Mezco to ship. Should ship my NYCC Mezcos. Yeah, you know what? I was so when you were with me, Don. I was really thinking about like I didn't want to say like, oh man, like I was really hesitant on the dot not ordering it from Mezco, but then I found out it was going to be at New York Comic Con. I was like, I'll go ahead and grab it. So I did grab while I was there. What's going on, Omar? And I've been kind of holding up. I was wasting some time, burning your time. But we do have a special guest in the house. The one, the only, making his way downtown, walking around New York, was this man here.
Oh,
Brandon.
well,
Hero Collections. How you doing, man?
yo, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
You too. Man, oh man, it feels like just yesterday.
It feels like it was just yesterday. Um, Yesterday was a fun day. well, a few yesterdays ago. But
Yes.
so fun fact, I've just had the cat laying on my lap while I was sitting here waiting to join, and as soon
Right.
as I started talking, she just jumped off my lap. I think she didn't enjoy that.
She's like,
Sorry.
too much talking. I'm out of here.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That weekend was crazy. I feel like it's been a dream. It was a bit of a dream, you know. The
Mm.
last few days, I've been kind of like just trying to wake up from that dream. You know what I
So
mean?
you know what's really funny is like, and so like I was talking to my mom, and then she's like, how did Brandon like New York Comic Con? I was like, he was like a kid in a candy store. He didn't want it to end.
It's funny because that is literally the best way to put it. You know, like literally, how big was my grin every single like stand
Yo,
booth that we walked past? It was just
you
it was just unlike anything ever.
yeah, you were super excited. Like you were just like, it's like wonderful, and I couldn't be mad. I was like, yeah, it's soaking in because after a few years, you're gonna be like, all right, it's New York Comic Con, let's do this.
Yeah. Enjoy the shine while it lasts. For sure.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, that was like 3, 4, 5 times the size of London Comic Con. Like
Which
it
is
was huge.
surprising. I would think London would be like the same size as New York.
No, I mean the US, everything is just bigger here, you know. So it
Right.
it definitely just is a different scale. Um, but yeah, it was insane. That it was probably the craziest convention I've ever been to. I would say the only one that rivals it is Star Wars Celebration in London last year.
Oh, okay.
But even then, that
That
was
that
much smaller. Still,
really.
yeah,
Well, we got some more people in the house. We got Stratton says, "This is Brando." Don
yeah,
says,
there
"I
it is. What's up, Stryden? He says he recommends Transformers One. It's the second best
yes."
Transformers film. I'm wondering if
So I have to sit down and watch it. I have to sit down and watch it. I don't think
you only just saw it.
I haven't seen it. So what turned me off was like the trailers really turned me off to it. Like it was like, ha ha, it's just like it's fun time. And I was
Yeah,
talking about Mr. Steele and was like, he told me, it was like, look, it's a little bit more serious, but it's still a good movie. I was like, all right, I'll trust you on this one. So
yeah.
yeah,
I think
we got
the I love the animation style, how they made Cybertron come to life.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, and I think like that the character dynamic and the growth between um, Orion Pax and D16 and the way that
Mm,
kind of just evolves throughout the course of the movie was seriously well done. Um,
okay.
but
All right.
yeah, but you're right. The marketing was very much like, haha, it's a fun time kind of thing, rather
Yeah.
than playing on like the character development that goes on.
Let's see. We got Matthew in the house. What's going on, Matthew?
What's up, Metru?
Dom says I introduced this man to the mayor last week. So you met Tim, the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh man. Uh, That's like it was great. We got Omar V says one is great, Dante. Definitely give it a try. I agree. The trailers did it no service. I definitely will. I will. I will give it a try. So,
Yeah.
Brandon, as somebody who's first time going to New York Comic Con, I want to have you on and get from your experience what you felt like going to the different from being overseas to here in the States. Like, what did you feel was different? How did you like see like maybe that they can improve on overseas that is done here?
Sure. I think the biggest thing for me was just the the cat is now clawing at the sofa, and she really shouldn't be, but she knows that I can't do anything about it, so she's taking opportunity while it presents itself. No, I think the biggest thing for me was how how involved the convention is, right? So like we at London Comic Cons, the people running the show, so like in this case Reed Pop, they would invite guests that would then be in photo ops and panels and autographs and things like that. But what I loved about this at New York was that you had guests of the vendors and the booths and the stands of people that were there as well. You know, and I loved how interactive that then made it. You know, that you could go into the middle of the floor and find the entire cast of X-Men 97 and then go down to like the official guest hall and find like your Paul Bettany's and your Josh Brolin's and your Elizabeth Olsen's and that kind of thing. Like it was really cool dynamic to have that there, I think.
Okay.
And then that was like the biggest point of difference for me, I think. Other than that, everything else was just scale, right? So like what I love about London is that you have, if you're into anime or gaming, then you have that there. If you're into toys or if you're into comics, then you have that there with Artist Alley and everything like that. Except at New York, it was just like this, and then boom, you know, like where we might have 3 toy stalls at, you know, of like of independent vendors at London. At New York, there was like 30 of them, you know, and then where in London you might have Hasbro Go, you might have Bandai there, you might have Funko there. With New York, you then had NECA, shout out to Blaine. You had Jada, you had Mezco, you had so many McFarlane. You had so many more manufacturers there that were like connecting to fans and showing them their product as well. I mean, and for me as well as like as a Dragon Ball fan, to get to see, you know, to get to see the Tamashii Nations booth in person for the first time was epic. Like their display was epic. And the way they like ran their booth with the different giveaways and stuff like that was really, really cool. And I think, you know, from a Hasbro perspective, there's a lot there to take inspiration from.
Yeah, which is crazy. So I think so. I got the email today from New York Comic Con for the survey, and they were asking like, you know, what toy brands they had Hasbro listed on there, which I was really surprised. So I was like, okay, like, yeah, like bring them in. So it sounds like they may try to work something out with them. I guess for 2025, maybe we may see like a bigger spot for them than what we see the sad spot that they had this year. Because it was this spot this year that they had the Legends team in was like a sad spot. Like I want to say it's a sad spot. It was not like the greatest spot. Like last year, they were in a Marvel booth, like with them, like over there in that Marvel big area. This year was just like, here's your corner. It'll be like your corner real estate, and that was it. So,
I mean, the thing is that when you have something as epic as the Sentinel, you could put that thing anywhere, and whatever space it's in, it transforms it into the most epic place in the entire convention. You know,
yeah.
And I mean, even just getting that opportunity to see the Sentinel in person and be like witness to fans seeing it for the first time was really cool. Like the press breakfast was one thing, but you know those guys, you know how they're going to react. You know they're going to love it because it's such a cool figure. But I think then to put it on the floor and just see, you know, people just walking by, minding their own business, and then they kind of see it and they double take, and then they're like, "Whoa, is that X-Men? Oh my God, that's a Sentinel!" And then they come and ask you, like, "How tall is it?" And you're like, 22 and a bit inches, and they're like, "Well, I need this." Then scan the QR code and everything else, you know.
Exactly.
So that was really, really cool to get to see, because I'm used to, right, like seeing UK fans react to things that we reveal that are just epic in scale, proportion, and everything else. But to get to see US fans do that for the first time was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you got to see that. Real quick to see, we got Omega says, "Hello, yes, welcome to America, Brandon."
Hello, thank you, Omega Weapon 13.
Don says Mezco made their big return this year, which is very true because Mezco has not been there for a couple years. They kind of been like, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this was like their big grand return this year,
Okay.
which was good. I love seeing them there. I'm glad they came back. Um, I don't know if they were just doing it because of maybe like cost and space or whatever, or because of RumbleCon that they usually have this time of the year. So I'm glad to see they were back.
Yeah.
And shout out to Toy Page. I miss KJ, the troublemaking KJ. But you know what? Next year, KJ, I'll find you. Well, I'll either find you next year or at Legion's Con this year. And the amazing, they were all there working the booth at Mezco. So shout out to them. They were awesome, and it was good to finally meet Toy Page face to face too. So it was a good time.
That was my first time meeting the Amazing as well, which was really cool.
Yeah, yeah. You met like a lot of people you met for the first time. Like Boog, you met for the first time. I was
Yeah,
like,
Brandon Productions.
yep. Yeah,
Um,
I was mad I didn't get to meet him. I didn't see him. I was
yeah,
kind of yeah, because I've not I've had Brandon on, and then like I didn't get a chance to meet him because I think I had him on when I interviewed Cal Dodd.
okay.
So I was like, yeah, I would love to get to meet him. But
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I'm glad you did.
yeah. And I mean, who else? We met loads of people. Adventures in Collecting. Those guys
Yeah,
are cool.
yeah, they were awesome. Yeah, they were really good to meet. Toy Shiz,
Yes.
yes. Damien was there. D Blake.
Toy Arc. I got to meet Toy Arc, which was cool.
Now I think I don't know. So I think I met one of them like years ago at a smaller con, like a smaller toy show.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've met like the whole like the actual person like or group who runs that page. So at least I'm glad you got to meet them.
yeah, yeah. They were cool. Who else? Oh, Full Force Podcast. So they do GI Joe, but they're from originally from the UK.
Oh, okay.
One of our retailers in the UK knows them really well and had mentioned to me that I should try and catch up with them at some point. And I bumped into them at the press breakfast just by pure circumstance, and I didn't know they were going to be there, and that was really cool.
Nice.
As well as he joins the chat, a big shout out to Art G.
Yeah.
So after I left you at Penn Station, I
Right.
went to Times Square. Wait, did I freeze?
I should have figured. No, you good.
Okay. So I went to Times Square, and then I just bumped into Art in Times. Like think about how big the island of Manhattan is, right? And of all the people, of all the places, I'm in Times Square and I bumped into Art, which is just like fate. I think it was amazing.
I will say this: you can't have two people with the best looking hair at the same time. Like, there's just no way you can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was pure fate and coincidence. And Mark Toy makes a good point as well. We briefly met at the Sentinel while Mikey was interviewing Ryan. That was really cool. I wish we
Yeah.
had more time to chat. I think that was the thing about it being my first American convention, and as well because
Mhm.
usually I'm working conventions or events, right? Whereas I wasn't working this time, so I got to
Right.
really just be a fan for once, or like I used to be once upon a time. And that was so nice to just be like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, of like, wow, I'm at a convention. This is so great. That I think I was so like, caught up in the fun of it all that I forgot to just, talk to some people which is funny.
And that's what I said. Like, it's fine because like there's a lot to take in. Like, it's
Yeah,
your first time there. You're like, it's a lot to take in.
yeah,
But once you get used to it, you're like, all right, I know I'm going this and this and this and this. And you know what? I have to give a big shout out to Dom because he was awesome as always. Like, Dom is a good friend. He is super awesome. Uh, so I think it was, and he hung with me to walking over all the stupid stuff that I went to see.
yeah.
So he did get to meet the sponsor of this show now, Merlin's Munchie. So I'm shilling coffee now. That's what I'm shilling. I'm shilling coffee. So I'm still selling these coffee right now. So that's the sponsor. You would think like, oh, figures, he would be shilling. No, he's shilling coffee
Nope.
now.
I mean, everybody. Well, most people love a good cup of coffee.
Exactly. Except for Bart. He's allergic, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Bart. But Don was like, it was ironic because he was wearing the Infinity Equation shirt. And they were like, huh. So what's your podcast? I was like, oh. A guy who voice of Sunspot had me down. He's like, oh, so you got to walk a billboard. I'm like, you know what? I guess, yeah. I guess, yes. So shout out to Don. Don was awesome. Thank you so much.
Dom did a great job of repping the show that day. It was really good.
He did. Yeah, Don is an excellent person. If you ever get to meet him, great guy, awesome person, so much. And RG as well too. I think Art, Art with the fabulous hair, Art's just got that money and hair, and I ain't got none hair. I wish you give me the hair and the money. So, so let's see real quick. We got Robert Diaz says I went to a con 2 weeks ago where they put Ogre from Revenge at the nerds right next to the current voice of Sailor Moon. Prime guest placement. Ogre called me a nerd. I feel official. Don says last year was a cramped corner. This year was a DTOF. You know what? I'll deal with last year's cramped corner than the DTOF, where they had. So last year where they had Giant Man. So where the Marvel booth was to the right of it, and like to like the side, like around the side of that booth, like where the stage is for Marvel, they had the Giant Man display. That was it.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like that DTOF. It was just a glass display. There's Giant Man. There you go.
Oh, has your ship?
Yes. So mine will be here Wednesday.
Okay, me too.
Yeah. I'm excited. I was like, ooh. But a lot of people are saying like it's shipped with the wrong eyes.
Let's not go there because I don't
know. I don't honestly. I don't remember. I'm confused as I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm seeing things in the community, but I don't know what it means just yet. So
yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just see stuff.
You know what we should do though? We should you and me should just have a Giant Man party on Wednesday.
I am down for that.
You know,
I will open. Yeah,
he's in the 302.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
Delaware's cool. Tax-free Delaware is cool.
Hey, that tax-free came in handy with the HasLab.
There you go. Told you. And those sentinels. I go order. I'll talk about that.
All 10 of my sentinels. Delaware.
Which will probably be coming here anyway. Yeah. You don't get trouble. Can't get in trouble.
I tell you what, I'd probably be moving in with you with all my 10 sentinels at that point.
Hey, I got space. I got some space. You can set up. I give you a room. You can have a room for yourself.
Hey, I could make a little mini house out of all the boxes of the 10 sentinels.
I wouldn't let you sleep outside. No, you can move on. I'm like, Brandon, this is your room. This is your collection room at the same well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bart says, when is Dante Company going to be showing legends how to make toys? Me, like, look, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't know how to make a toy. Couldn't tell you. Like, I'm learning things through everybody. So when I learn something, I try to pass it on to you all, and get a better understanding because I'm not a toy maker. I'm asking questions. I'm getting information, figuring out stuff too. So I can't say that I can tell somebody how to do their job without me knowing the ins and outs of it. Plus, they've been doing it for years. I can't tell them. That's like telling the plumber, like, hey, you think that pipe goes there, buddy? He's like, how long you been a plumber? Hey, I've never been a plumber myself. But I did watch a YouTube video. He's like, yeah. So yeah, you stick with what you know. That's what I'm going to do. Stick with what I know, and I'm good.
Amen to that.
Um,
I wouldn't ask the plumber about the pipes either. So
exactly. Like I'm like, look, I'm going to assume that you're doing it right, and if it's not, then you're going to come back out here and fix it either way.
yeah.
Don says I was surprised Paige remembered me from SDCC. Yo, Paige, yo, he's awesome. He's a good guy. Don says Jason B, Michael, and Jason Yang even made their appearances. Matthew said we briefly met at the center while Mikey was interviewing Ryan.
Shout out to the figure report as well.
Yes, I missed him. I missed so many
Did
people.
you?
This year, yeah, I met Figure Report. I missed him this
Oh,
year, being there just Friday.
yeah.
This says Archie says faith. Bart says serendipity. Archie says need some coffee. Well, Archie, that's great to hear. I'm glad you need some coffee because Merlin's Munchies will help you satisfy your coffee sensation. All different flavors. This is the newest flavor right here. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's white chocolate raspberry whiteout. Once I get that link, that code, and that link, I will send you it, and you will get a certain percentage off on your coffee. This is a great flavor too. It's impeccable. Yes, I'm hocking coffee late.
Hey, it's a good thing to show for, as I say. I got a few minutes here before I got to run to the movies, so I have a question for you. Actually, I have two questions for you. First question is, this was your how many NYCCs?
Oh goodness. Trying to think when the first one I went to. I want to say like 2018 or 2019.
Okay, so we're running
No,
about 5 or 6.
I want to say 2016. I think it was my first one.
Okay, so 8 years or so into New York Comic Con, what do you think they could do better for next year?
Man, honestly, from what I've seen, there's a lot of improvements they've done.
Yeah.
I would really like to see some more comics being pushed out, like have more of the big boys there. Surprisingly, what's really surprises me is DC is hardly ever there.
Yeah.
So it really is. I'm like, why is that not a thing? Like, why is DC not here? Why DC doesn't make wins? But I know that's more probably like Warner Brothers doing whatever they want to do because they're already in shambles. But I like to see more comics. Like it was good to see the Ghost Machine team there. I do like their comics. They've been really doing great with theirs. Yeah, it's more. They need a couple more comic companies in there. So once they do that, I think it'll be like kind of fully integrated. That's one of the things they were. It's like, what things would you like to see or have added on there? I think I said Hasbro was one of them. More comics to see on there as well. They didn't have like a specific group or a company, but I like to see Dark Horse come back as well. They were great. Trying to think. Other than that, like this year felt it was more like robust and fine. I said the one thing they do need to work on is their line ordering. When me and Don were in line, it was kind of super confusing because if you were in line for like Cal Dodd or AJ from X-Men, like, okay, what lines what? And also thinking too, like if you're gonna have all of them set up and have and people want to sign, you should have a pricing for like, hey, if you want to get this all signed by everybody that's here, here's a price. If you want to get each individual, if you want each person to sign something individual sign, here's a price for this person.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I'm here going to this person, like, okay, well, I gotta take your charge over here, and then like, okay, so you got to handle it now. Like, but it was good to see them all. It was cool. I'm glad they were all in one space.
Yeah.
This time, because last year it was like two different spots. Like Cal was like all the way in the back, and you had Lenore all the way up like in a main spot. Like that was the only two that you've seen last year.
Yeah.
But this year it was more of them. And shout out to Guy, he was awesome. So Brandon, when you talk to your friends, let's get that Sunspot X-Men 97 figure made. He wants this figure, and I'm going to petition for his figure. Because he's
Ryan
an
did
awesome
say
guy.
that, Ryan did say X-Men '97 will make a return, so we'll see in what way, shape, or form. But actually, on that note of legends, London MCM is underway, and there are reveals tomorrow. Any guesses for my poker face?
Sounds like MCU figures because Dan tweeted out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we know definitely who the MCUs. It's just what MCU. So I'm going to say like maybe Agatha or maybe Agatha. Daredevil hasn't dropped yet, so I'm trying to think of what maybe more Deadpool and Wolverine figures, or it could be redos of some older ones from the older movies.
Okay. See, I figured out that my go-to poker face should just be a smile, because if I smile at everything, then it could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So we will see.
Just like when I found out the question, when you were standing there, found out, I asked my question like, "Hey, what about so and so?" Yeah, okay. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
Yeah, smile and wave. Easiest way to go.
Exactly.
They are epic reveals, though. In my personal opinion, they are epic reveals. So,
Well, I'm
it
happy.
should be good.
Hopefully, it satiates the MCU fans because there's been a lot of comic figures lately, and I know
Yeah.
MCU fans have been kind of getting a little restless, but hopefully, they happy with what gets announced tomorrow. So,
Yeah, these were beasts. These were amazing.
I haven't got mine yet. I'm waiting. I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah.
So I want to have a fight this big boy.
Oh yeah. Amen to that. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna run.
All right. Thanks, Brandon.
Movie night, date night. So I will
Have fun.
catch you in a bit.
What movie? Wait, what movie you gonna see?
We're seeing We Live in Time. Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. So
Okay.
Marvel, but not Marvel tonight.
Well, a little bit of Marvel, a little bit of Spider-Man, a little bit of
Yelena Belova.
yeah. There you go. You'll be good.
Yeah, should be fun.
Some Thunderbolts.
Hey, listen, thank you for having me on. I'm sure we'll do
appreciate it.
this one soon. Let's talk offline about the Giant Man party because I think that could be fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody who's here, make sure to like the video, share it, and do all that good stuff for the Infinity Equation.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Sir, appreciate it.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good night. Let's see what else we got here. Oh man, I missed a lot of stuff. Art says I won't sleep until 7 a.m. Hey, Art, hey. Don says free advertising. That's my man. Yeah, you. Matthew says I'm drinking coffee right now. Dom's always a fun person to bump into at cons. Yes, he is. He's a treasure. Him, Art G, treasures. Art says they have more room at the Marvel booth this year than this year at Pop Insider. Yeah, they did. Dom says people couldn't even see Giant Man because there was like 30 of us standing around at all times. Hey, look, we were drawing the crowd. That's the most important thing. We were drawing the crowd. We were the crowd to draw the crowd. So that was the important thing about it. We were the crowd to bring more. So we brought more faces to it. Matches, I feel like the Marvel booth wasn't crowded this year. It wasn't. I looked over it a couple times and it's like, it wasn't crowded too much. It also says I got 2 side-eye pieces. I have to see because I'm so confused with what everybody's saying on Reddit and like they're saying about it. So I don't know until I get mine in hand. Stry says his Giant Man just shipped. Art says his should be here by Tuesday. Don should be getting his by Wednesday. Stry says I'm hearing the Giant Man comes with ugly eyes. Wait a minute. Talk to me about Sentinels. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Just hit me up. I'm around. I don't know. Are you talking about you 2 Sentinels? Like you and Jay Shot Sentinels? Or are you talking about these Sentinels? Or are you talking about my kids Sentinels? I don't know. there's so many sentinels out there. Uh, let's see. Don says my dad would definitely ask the plumber about the pipes to tell him he doesn't know the story. Oh. Oh man. Let's see. White chocolate, raspberry. Fuck, I'm glad. All right, well, I'm gonna get a code and I'm gonna put it out there for you. Archie's. Oh my god, my first NYCC was 2011. I think mine was 2016. I can't remember which one was my first one because I. It's been so long. I would have to go back and like look at Facebook and see like when the first time. But I want to say it was like 2016 was my first time going. This was my 10th NYCC. Don says would be my 11th if not for the COVID year. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would. If not for COVID, it would have been straight. It's actually been almost back to back years I've gone in a while. Oh wow, Matthew's been going at the same time. Says agrees with it. Same with Art. Art says DC hasn't been there since 2017, which is sad, very sad. Don says he would love to see Sideshow back. It's always a great display right at the entrance. Yeah, I forgot about Sideshow being used to being there. Yeah, great to see them too. Art says, Machi knows he knows that what NYCC used to be with so many exhibitors. Look, I agree with you. Like when I used to, so back in the early 2000s when they had Wizard World was freaking amazing. Wizard World was like the creme de la creme for me, like before like New York Comic Con, because they had like everybody. They would have everybody coming. You have Stan Lee, you have Jim Lee, you have all the comic creators at the booths. You go up and walk up to them and have access and have them sign stuff. Lines would be long like wazoo, but hey, if you were there, if you could wait in that line, you could do it. And they'd be like, all right, we're gonna take a break, folks. Come back and that such, and you come back. Yo, that was the time. Like new comic coming out, you can have your sign. They have posters like, "Hey, this is our new comic. Here's a poster. We got all the creators here. They sign all this." Like when Voltron comic came out, like back in the early 2000s, there was a poster that they had, and all the creators signed it. I think I still have that poster somewhere. But that was dope. Like things like that's the things they got to get back to that would make Comic Con great. That's what makes it feel like, yo, like this is the nostalgia that I come here for, and this would be awesome. Let's see. Hush 2 announcement was cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, Omar. I'm really curious how they're gonna do a Hush 2. But I did see that announcement as well. Don says when I first started to go to New York Comic Con, the cosplay contest was one of the small panel rooms, and it literally let anyone compete. Now it's only pros. Yeah, yeah, you have to have like probably some. You got to have work put in your cosplay to even probably to get in there at this point. Strand says Ford Hawk. Don says MCU AOA Wolverine's happening. No, please, I don't. You know what? That's for the MCU folks. They can have that. Art saying Fox X-Men. Strand says Snipes Blade. Bart says Spider-Man 4 starts filming next year. Yes, I did hear that. I can't wait for that as well. Rob says Dante treasures his AOA collection and his 100 time from Batman more than anything. No, I have none of those. None of those. I'm sorry. Omega says you haven't got your Giant Man. No, I have not. He'll be here Wednesday. Yeah, so I can't wait for that. Don says I just remember the first New York Comic Con I went to in 2013. My cousin's friend bought a battle axe. That was when they sold legit weapons inside. Yes, when they sold any kind that I went to, like they were selling legit sharp weapons, and nobody batted an eye because everybody was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be swinging this around like a crazy person." That was a good time. I said Wizard World was the first con I went to. The New York one was kind of shady, but the Philly and Sacramento ones were great. I met my best friend at Wizard World Sacramento. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. That's a good story. Archie says Wizard World was awesome. God, I think my first Wizard World was '96. Ooh, yeah, I didn't go until was it? Yeah, it had to be like early 2000s. I don't think I went to the '96 one, but Yeah, I think it was like after I left high school is when I went to my first one. Man, Beast Boy, what's up? He says, "Sup, y'all, Dante? What's the inside scoop from Brandon? You got anime pushing." I have no inside scoop. Sorry, no inside scoop. None, none whatsoever. Honestly, I rather not know. I don't want to know anything. Nothing. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I want to be surprised just like everybody else. Don says, remember the year they decided last minute that the vendors couldn't sell weapons anymore? That was the beginning. That was the beginning of those damn mystery boxes. No, I don't remember. See, I don't remember that when that happened. Honestly, I don't know what year they stopped selling weapons at shows. But yeah, the mystery boxes are I just think they're just a ripoff, honestly. Or says, what's better? I still have my program guys from Wizard World, so seeing what and who attended was the same. Exactly, yo, like the people, like the artists and stars of the day from comics, man, like seeing them and they're like their early years, like still like making great comics, still like writing good stuff. Hands down was awesome. Um, tell me allegiance. Okay, okay, okay. I'll tell you allegiance. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'll tell you that I don't know. Don says auto weapon vendors started selling mystery boxes because they suddenly had to change all their inventory in like a week. Really? Yeah, I don't remember that. Mega says best thing about leaks is you can sell the old figures for the new ones. That is very true. That is very true. I I don't I don't disagree with you on that one. All right, so we'll talk about some toys real quick. Where's my thingamabobber? There we go. Skidoo. And all these pictures are courtesy of Dom. So thank you for sharing these pictures with the page on Instagram. Uh, so we have Mezco. Did you mind the Mezco Deadpool? No, I did not get the Mezco Deadpool, Rob. I did not do that one. I only did like the last. This is the Dot Eternal was like the last Mezco I got. Um, I haven't seen anything like super exciting that I really wanted. I may get the Tangerine, the Frog, and I think it's the Reaper, the car for Doc Knock. But unfortunately, like, there's nothing else I really see that I'm really wanting to get. Yes, you are the roving reporter. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be at Legion's Con. I'll definitely be at Legion's Con. I'll be at RG's table helping out. So, yes, I'll definitely be there. From Mexico, we got Thor. We got movie Conan, which is surprising. I don't like. I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but I think this one looks a lot better than the Super Seven put out, and I feel like you're going to get more articulation out of this Conan than the Super Seven one. We got Samurai Jack, which was a surprise. Kept in the animated style, which is not bad. I like that. Omega, let's go Dodgers. Oh, goodness. Look, my boss is a Dodgers fan, so I guess go Dodgers. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing? Let's see. Then we got Doc Savage, which is nice, not bad looking. I, I don't know how many people are gonna really remember Doc Savage. That's the thing. Like, it's a cool looking figure. Then we got Deadpool Wolverine. Wolverine. Yes, I remember that stripe. Yes. And we got Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine as well. Don't look bad. And then you have the Ghost Rider Hell Cycle in more of a classic form. So Omar, trust me, it looks a lot better in person than what they have there. So I will say this though, that Hugh Jackman Wolverine looks really good. Now I did see this one up on Big Bad Toy Store. I think they were asking like 240 for it, but I'm not sure how much Mezco was asking for it. Um, let's see. Brian says, I want that Doc Savage. Gray says, Doc Savage was more popular long ago. Most people don't know him. Which is that's why I was like, that's a weird choice to go with Doc Savage, because that's like a character from like probably like before most of us or during our like most of us like when most of us were just being born. So I mean it's a good character. I'm familiar with him. It's just one of those I was like, I don't know how he's going to resonate with the audience, the toy collecting audience. Omega says Doc Savage looked like The Rock with the bald hair, with the blonde hair. uh, Man, Beast Boy says he just wants the buck. Don says I have the Ghost Rider sitting in my pile of loot right now, just waiting for some other stuff to hit. Yeah, it's not bad. Let me know how that is, because it's not something I want, but I'm just curious how it is. Omar says Hasbro face sculpts got me buying more MCU figures than ever now. Yeah, the face sculpts on MCU figures have really gotten great. They've done a great job with those. Doc says I don't know Doc Savage well, but he's a really good looking figure. Yeah, he as trying saying like Doc Savage is like the is for pulp comic fan. Like he's from the pulp comics from long ago. So yeah, I mean that's why I say like I don't know like how many people are gonna really like know of Doc Savage. Man Beast was all Mexico displays look fire, even the ones I don't care about, they were selling be hard. Yeah, they look good. Like, but I know I with Mexico having strength because I'm like, is this a character I really want or need? Not really. Let's see. Oh yeah. Man Beast Boy says Legends stepped up bigly this year. And Bart says Doc was from like the 40s, I think. I want to say, yeah, like around this is like the 40s. I want to maybe say like the 50s or 60s, I thought. I could be wrong. Most of like I said, I remember I know of him. I don't know like the full story of Doc Savage, but I know of the character. Don says, "Well, Mezco hit a home run with Dick Tracy stuff, so they can keep giving me Paul comic stuff." And maybe Beast Boy says, "A Cat Miles Doc Ock from me." Brian says, "I'm always headhunting legends." Bart says, "Just looked up. He came out in 1933. Goodness, wow, yeah." So there you go. Gray says Doc Savage, most know now is a long green hair Hulk supporting character. He was even in a 90s cartoon. Yes. And that's what gets confusing too. And sometimes like when you say Doc Savage or Doc Samson. Yeah. No, it's Samson. Doc Samson is the Hulk. This one from the Hulk. Doc Savage is the one we see that Mexico's doing. But yeah, you can get confused a little bit because they're almost close to kind of close because it's S. So you like, oh, you can probably get confused either way. Um, then there was a lot of hype for these. What we do in the shadow figures. A lot of people comment and love this photo. Like I did not know there was that many fans. 'Cause, what we do in the shadows, but I guess people love these figures. They love these little kind of I guess statuesque figures. They're coming out from NECA. So people were super excited about that. Yeah, like Don, like it was crazy. Like everybody was loving these. Like I was really surprised. Like I did not know like these were like that big. Let's see. Brian says new season started. Don says the hype from everyone surprised me too. I mean, be supposed to looks like an old mascot from some 60s product, either deodorant. Focus says sad. What's sad? I'm not sure what you're referring to as sad. Uh, Omar V says not familiar with the series, but it's really popular. Or yeah, Omar, I know of the series, but I've never really sat down and watched it. But yeah, I know it's very popular. But I didn't know like these Tiny Terrors were like going to be like them making figures of it was like going to be super popular. Don says, fun fact: I dressed as Jackie Daytona for Halloween one year in Tucson. Brian says, "You're dead. You're dead and out of this world." I don't know. Is that from the show? I have no idea what that's from. I'm sorry. If it's from the show, like I said, I've never seen it. I'm sorry. Um, these are Ben Cooper Halloween kids from NECA as well. So like the kind of like the old school costumes like people had for Halloween. Let's see, we got Trick or Treat. Who's that? Oh, Krampus, Nosferatu, Superman, Wonder Woman as well, Joker, and there's kids dressed up in some Halloween costumes, the old school ones, the ones that the people they say they give nightmares to folks from who did not live through that time. Omar says the Toonie Terrors line isn't that popular, but I think they'll work excellent with the upcoming Jada Scooby Doo line. The Jada Scooby Doo line is awesome. Me and Don were talking with one of the reps over there, and it's just gonna be awesome. So it's two monsters and then Shaggy, and then I think Don, correct me if I'm wrong. They said it was like two monsters and then Scooby. It's gonna be later on. I think that's what he told us. So it sounds like we'll get like each of the Mystery Inc. gang in a wave to build that to have them all completed. Let's see, Man Beast Sports says need to have a TV show or a movie for me to get it. I gotcha. Don says the costumes where the masks would quickly get wet and cut your lips. Goodness. Oh man. I had the mummy costumes one year. Dad, Brian, yo, like these are like, yeah, they're really old schools, old school ones. Like these, if you're a kid in the '80s, this is what you were wearing. Don says, I think each wave is two monsters and a mat with masks and unmasked heads and a main cast member. Yep. Okay. As that's what I thought he said. It was like two monsters, like Shaggy, two monsters, and Scooby, and then probably like they'll probably keep that going with two monsters and Fred, so on and so on. They look really fun to me, says Man Beast Boy. Yeah, they look cool. It's just not for me. Then we got Beetlejuice figures. Um, so you can get this back is set with one of the Beetlejuice figures. I'm not sure which one it comes with, but these look good. These, oh man, they're really selling. They're really trying to sell me on these, like the movie monsters. Oh, these look good. Invisible Man look good. The Mummy look excellent. Then we got some turtles, some Tweedles. The last Ronin turtles over here. And then we got Leo. I don't remember which Leo this is. And then we got, oh, sorry. Then we got the Intergalactic Wrestling Turtles. That's what I'm gonna call them, Intergalactic Wrestling Turtles. That's what they are. Who's that guy in the glass? Let's see. Oops, no, that's not what I meant to. Oh, it's original Leo by Jason Yang. Oh, okay. Uh, that's Hello There Toys. Hello there. Okay, so this is okay. This is the original design. This is the one you're talking about. I remember you telling me about this when we were at on Friday. And then we got some Sesame Street characters. Got Bert, Ernie, and the Count. They look good. Then we got Wacky at Pee Wee's Playhouse. I wonder if they're going to come out with the couch. If they come out with the couch, I may get that. And oh man, are these like? Can't remember. These are the 20. I forget what year Turtles this one is. This series is. And then we got the Christmas Turtles. 2012. Thank you. I thought it was. I feel like it's more recent than that. I don't know, man. Time is flying by. Let's see. Brian says, I had the money. Oh, yeah, I did read that. Dom says, I think each wave is, yep, I read that one too. I'm losing my mind. Man, we supposed to look really fun. I get a bunch, but yeah, probably pass unless they're at 5 below. Probably not. Robert says, I can't wait for those 112 Street Fighter Alpha figures from Storm. I did not, you know what? That's the one booth I did not go to was a Storm booth. I wish I did go to the Storm booth because that was one I did miss. That's the one I did not get to go to. Let's see. I bet that Pee Wee Herman figure comes with a box of. Rob, come on, man. Come on. John says his Christmas show should be here Monday. Yeah. Oh, exactly. The Street Fighter figures look freaking amazing. Like seeing them up close in person, like they just look amazing. Like nothing like they just. Whew, they're good looking figures. They're good looking figures. I'm really waiting for Akuma look good. Vega look amazing. E Honda, Zangief, Blanca, all of them look dope. Like I just can't wait for those figures to come out. The Mega Mans look good. It was a line I know I shouldn't. I was like I couldn't go down, but they look amazing too. Even the Cyberpunk figures with Mario, Mr. Studio 796 Studio dial there. But these look amazing with Rebel 10's customs clothing on them. So they're dope as well. It's just Jada's hitting those pockets hard. Then you got Fred and Barney, Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. They look good. As early products look good, but there's my boy. I need my Tony Target. I need my Frosted Flakes. I need those Frosted Flakes. I need Tony. Yep, I need Tony the Tiger. So I can say, you're great. Let's see. Don says, I got to see the Alpha figures when the Storm reps were there. They took the glass off and let us get a real close look at them. Nice. I wish I got to see all that. Bart says, I need the Guile since we are both in the Air Force. Strider says, can't wait to complete the Jada Street Fighter figures. Same here. Robert says, Woodman, FTW. Strider says, give me that Proto Man now. Don says, Flintstone shocked me. Yeah, I'm shocked as well, too. They look good. I just need Tony Tiger. That's it. Brian says, I keep trying to cut back, but they keep putting out good shit. Yes, indeed. Proto Man was awesome. And Mega Man 3, says Greg, a type of character that doesn't exist at the time. That didn't exist at the time. Don says, I almost stole the Baki prototype for you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Rob says, I hope they make Heartman sooner than later. I don't know, Rob. I'm with you, Greg. Dom should have just stole it. You know what, Bart? That is a good thing. Like, that's a good question. Like, I don't know who would be making Space Ghost stuff. But yeah, I would be down for some Space Ghost figures. Some highly articulated. Well, Mezco did make a Space Ghost figure. Let me take that back. They did make a Space Ghost figure. But I would be down for like more like of a highly articulated Space Ghost. And then we did see these at the Jada booth as well. The Scooby-Doo figures, which look really great. I haven't read it. It's in my list to read, Bart. It's in my list to read for Space Ghost. Um, but yeah, so with the monsters, they come with the unmasked head and the mask as a separate piece, and they come with the monster head as well. So that's kind of cool. That says Mexico did Space Ghost really early on. Jada or Jazz could probably do them. Yeah, I would like to see like Jada do it more than Jax. Oh goodness, I'm not dumb. This is me, Rob. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that tonight. Not with you, Rob. Uh, but Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter from Storm Collectibles look really good. Unfortunately, I did not get to see them at the show. I forgot. I kind of honestly forgot all about them. And it looks like the Baki prototype looks really good. They're killing me. They're killing me. I need more characters from Baki. Don't need more Baki. I need more characters from Baki. Oh shoot. I forgot this was even here. Is that it? Nope. Yeah. So yeah. So this Don was gracious enough to stay in line with me to get signatures on on the X-Men 97 cover. I had this cover and I was like, dang, it's like, yo, it'd be dope to get something done with it. So this is what I got some of the signatures from X-Men 97 cast. Wolverine, uh, Bishop, Mr. Sinister, Nightcrawler, Sunspot, and Jubilee. So they did all get to sign it. So that was a cool moment getting to talk to them. But yeah, Kyle Dot's line was like long, man. His line was long, and AJ does the voice of Gambit was long. Like, yo, those are the two longest lines. But yeah, it was nice to get to talk with them and meet them and see them face to face finally. Like put the names, like see the faces who are doing the voices for these characters. So that was super fun. Let's see. Omar says Storm Arena line looking dangerously. Not gonna lie, yeah, they did. I think now that there was so many issues with Mortal Kombat, they're now trying to ramp it up with better figures from different IPs. So, which is good. I'm not too mad at that. Grace says Storm Collection should have used the modern Street Fighter lineup and looks. Let Jada do Street Fighter 2 era. Yeah, I kind of agree with you with that. Yeah, but they did kind of they did do it older like the older Ryu as well. Yeah, I think the problem with Storm is like if you get into the line, are they going to finish the line? That's the problem with Storm. I think most people have. Nonsense. They were saying that these were going to be about $30 to $35, 2 to 3 heads, 2 or 3 sets of hands, a fet piece, and maybe a flight stand. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about that. Omar says that's dope. You should display it with the new Sentinel when it drops. I have a spot for where I put it at. It's with my X Men display. So the X Men display, it's in there. I may later on get it like framed. So I don't know. Let's see. But thank you though. Man, we supposed to love it. Let them fight for our money. Everyone step up. Roster Storm is doing Street Fighter Alpha, so they will be closer to the anime. Okay. So yeah, they're doing Alpha. That's fine. That's all. That's great. Uh, I think that's better for them to do Alpha than try to do what Jade is doing right now. But again, are they really going to finish the line? Don says should have the old man stand in line with us to witness. Oh. Yeah. Well, what's good now is with grading now, you don't have to have somebody there to like witness it. You can send it in to be graded with for the signatures without like having like somebody say, "Oh, this is a fake," a fake signature. So now they've gotten a little bit relaxed on it. Grace says those signatures are Rich. I'm jealous. I'm good. Good. Glad Rich M's jealous. Glad he's jealous. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I was geeking out. I was geeking out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I geeked out. I can't help it. It was good to talk to all of them. Again, guy was like super awesome, along with Cal as well too. Um, but Cal's always awesome when I talk to him and see him. But guy was like he was really nice. He he made time. He talked to me and Dom. We had a good time talking to him. So Rob says Storm can end the Street Fighter Alpha line after I get my soccer. Okay, like there's other characters though, but okay, so this was Saturday. I was not there Saturday. Unfortunately, I was only there Friday. But thanks to Dom putting his picture up of the Sentinel in the case. Okay. So, yes, Dom. Yeah, I did turn to Steve Harvey because Kevin would not let me be Steve Harvey for his family feud. So when Tori Brown sees this, I want to know I can be Steve Harvey for his family feud. He refuses to let me be Steve Harvey, and I'm upset. I'm hurt inside. But nobody asked for my autograph, Bart. Nobody's going to ask for my autograph. Gary says, Robert wants that Japanese schoolgirl outfit to make cuckoo friends. Let's see. Yeah. So something to look good. From pictures I've seen looks pretty decent. I didn't, and I guess since this is a prototype, they don't have it in like certain amount of poses, but that's fine. This one was hard. I as I would love to do more than 3. I had to limit myself to 2 on these. Now that may change later on, but I would love to have more than just 2 as well. If I could get 4 or 6, that would be beautiful. But man, when I start seeing the costs add up, I'm like, ooh. My wife was crying. But RG said I could have made that future Dante's problem. But I don't feel like making that his problem either. But look good. From the pictures, it looks good. You have the damage like you have with the other Sentinels. Yeah, so if you missed out on the first Sentinels, these are good. These are good ones to have in your collection, complement it. So yeah, these are good replacements for these boys here. But yeah, I can see if you missed out on the big ones, this is your next best bet on these. Greg says, Rob says, Greg, I have 7 of those Stepford Cuckoos carded in my storage unit plus 4 open. Goodness. Don says, I never got the HasLab. I thought about getting just 1, but then my figures couldn't be between 2. That is true. Your figures will never be between 2 Sentinels. Yeah, like it's the price is like, ugh. When I started adding more in, I was like, like my heart started dropping. I'm like, no, I can't. Woo. Versus Dante, if HasLab did a master mold and was like 5 feet tall, would you be in? Man, no. I would have nowhere. Literally, I would have nowhere to put a 5 foot tall Sentinel. There's no way. There's no way. Like at some point, it's just like you got to think like, okay, when is this becoming ridiculous? At this point, like, what am I going to do with this ridiculousness? So that's my answer to that. The Diamond Select had Archangel on display, a War Machine, Dustin's not sure if it's weird that I ordered my sentence while talking to Ryan. He's probably like, yes, excellent. Order more, more, more. Uh, Greg says, how many people like that are going to sell one of their kids and get two of these X-Men? I'm not selling my kids. Like, nah, like that. These boys are staying with me. Like, mm-mm. I had to be on hard times, like Dusty Rhodes. Hard times, baby. Hard times. To sell one of my kids. Brian says, I if they can do this for a Sentinel, they can do this for a hiss like this. I kind of agree with you with that, but then the hiss would be stripped down of the. You wouldn't have the light feature, um, which it's a cool. I do like the lights on there. I mean, if you probably take out the lights in the hiss tank and just sell it as it is, you probably could get away with like doing like 100 to 200 for it, maybe. So I see I see what you're saying with that. Uh, you probably just get away with doing it for that much. The almost becomes between two systems. I'm excited for this Nihilus. I wish the wings were just a tad bit bigger, but this Nihilus they might have sold me on this Nihilus. And then we got some Lord of the Rings figures, figuros. Some more Lord of the Rings here. Or you done? Or literally between like two Sentinels, a J shot and a Machu. Mm, mm, mm. This piece looks dope. It's from Spider-Man 2. Which I'm really sad that we're not getting any DLC for Spider-Man 2. That kind of disappointed me. Sonic disappointed me with that. Who are these? I can't see. I can't see who these were. But they're zombies. I know that for a fact. So I don't know. I don't know if they're from, Walking Dead. But these look good. Then you got your Tigerians from House of Dragons. Got the Diamond Walking Dead figures at New York Comic Con. I do not recommend. Oof. Ugh. That doesn't sound good. This looks dope. I just don't. Will it move though? That's the thing. Will it have articulation that lets it move and mobility? See, now I would say this: if this figure was like a Four Horseman figure, I'd be all over it. Nothing bad against Diamond Select. I know the articulation is probably very limited with it. Some more NECA, how Dracula figures. And did I skip a couple things in there? Yeah, I did. Sorry. Then we got April O'Neil. Looks like Krang with a hat. Then we got some more cartoon turtles. No, I think these are from the comics. If I remember correctly. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know all my turtles. We got some more enemies that they're pumping out. And more Last Ronin figures. Some more characters from that storyline. These look decent. Like I said, I'm not a big turtle collector, so I have these turtle figures. I don't remember. I don't know who they are because I haven't read the story, or I don't. I didn't go that deep into it past the show. I kind of remember the big dude here. I'm all in. Brian says he's all in on Mirage Turtles now. Bart says Dragon Ace sound delicious. Don says the sculpts are good, but the elbows barely hit 90 degrees, and the other joints are super squeaky. Greg says just want the Dragon Ace, sell them to us, Diamond. And then got some more. There's more turtle villains. Let's see. Yeah. Not a lot going on with turtles. From Bandai Namco, Kaiju number 8 figures, which look great. And I'm gonna probably mess this up. Dan to Dan, which I haven't started watching yet, so I want to start watching this. And everybody keeps telling me it's good, so I'm gonna start probably watch it this weekend. Jujutsu Kaisen, I also had there. Some Demon Slayer figures. Yu Yu Hakusho, my boy Yu Yu. Thanks, Nick. I did bring you up earlier, Nick. We were talking about Transformers 1. We got Menudo, as I call him, Menudo Shippuden. I'm still gonna call him Menudo. Then we got some One Piece hijinks. Don says, I like that Bandai will have a whole display case just for one figure. Right, like that was just weird. Like you think you put more figures in there. Then we got Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh! Some Chainsaw Man figures. They don't look like they really added more to this line. This looks like the same ones that we've seen before. I don't see like no new characters yet. Some more Kaiju number 8. These are good. I still haven't watched the show. I have to sit down and watch it. Menudo Shippuden. And as everybody's favorite, Dragon Ball Z. Shiny Gogeta. The shiniest of all shiners. And that's it. Oh, Kevin. I don't think that's. Oh, Aki was the reveal for Chainsaw Man. Yeah, see, it's like they're dropping them very slowly, which is weird. Stride Night, I don't know. I find it really weird. Rob said you ordered Sunada figure. Just one. Yeah, we've seen all. I think we talked about all these. Venom Last Dance. I don't know. Like I've heard. Okay, so let's talk about the Venom Last Dance movie. I've heard reviews of it. They're basically saying if you like the Venom movies, you're gonna like the third one. If you didn't really enjoy the first Venom movie, you're not gonna enjoy the third one. No, Omega. I'm that's why I said I missed the Storm booth because I did that was like one of my things to do, and I forgot all about U-Zero. I really did. Now I wanted to try to get that Storm Collectibles one, the NYCC exclusive one. So yeah, I'm mad at myself for that. That was my fault. That was all me. I forgot. I was so focused on something that like getting X-Men 97 cast signatures. I forgot all about the Storm Collectible stuff. But yeah, the Venom Last Dance, like I've heard is like mixed reviews. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got one, Omega. I'm glad he was able to grab one for you. But yeah, Venom Last Dance. And from what I understand, we all know Null's in there, but it's not to like the very end. And that's really, I was willing to go see it in theaters just for the see Null. But now that I know he's like at the end, there's no point. I can just watch. I'll wait till I can watch it at home for free. Yeah, like the first movie was okay, The second movie was like, it was like you saying, like it was meh. So at this time, at this point, like the third one, I feel like it was going to be kind of meh as well. And from what I understand, it's like, yeah, it's meh as well too. They had some Zelda figures on, I guess, on display. But yeah, the rest of this we kind of already seen. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Oh yes, I forgot about this. Let's see. I forgot all about that. Do. Mm. Just click on what I need to click on. I just want to click on this. See it. So okay, so with that strike, they say he's in the movie at like, but he's at the end of the movie, which is really weird. I don't understand why. Like, okay, but yeah, that was the only reason why I would go see that movie. Rob says Hinata is the best girl in Naruto. Stripe says saw Venom 3. Man, it's man. Nick says I'm going to go to Reddit Venom 3. I'm gonna Reddit Venom 3 tonight with how part 2 was. I checked out the franchise. Checked out the franchise a long time ago. I don't blame you. 2 was just like horrendous. It was just garbage. 2 was just trash. They could have did it like Woody Harrelson could have been a better Carnage than he portrayed. Cletus Cassidy than he portrayed. Like it was like middling. Ross says I'm ordering a Ghostbuster HasLab and selling the Ghostbusters. All right, that's fine. That's cool. Like I have no like I so I understand like there's two different versions because I did miss the panel for this. Well, I shouldn't say miss the panel. Me and Dom were not allowed in because whatchamajigger, it was full and they had us waiting in line for some reason. And then they're like, oh, we're full. Let's see. Don says, if I had the space and money, I actually back the HasLab and go for a deluxe version. It's pretty much your whole collection in one shot. Omega says, oh, come on, Sony. Make Spider-Verse great again. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. So before we get into this, which is weird, people said they showed a clip of Craven, the Hunter movie, and they were like, "Oh, the clip was great. It was action packed." Okay, that's one piece of the movie. You actually still have to get through like the hour and how many minutes of that movie to and see if it's good. One slice clip out of a movie does not make the movie super well. Okay, I'm just gonna say it out loud. Like everybody's like ranting and raving, like saying, "Oh, the clip that the show was amazing. It looked really good." No, I don't care. You can show a clip of you probably could show a clip of Morbius, and they were like everybody was like, "Oh, that's great." And then you sit there watching the movie like, "What is this nonsense? Why is he Kamehameha with bats? He's Morbius. Why would he do this? It's not Morbin time, baby. Nah." So cutting. So you're telling me like you show a clip like, "Oh, great," and then you go see a movie like this movie's crap. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for that. No, Craven is not that movie because if Sony had enough backing for that movie and say it was good, then it would have been out by now. But it's still not out. I think what comes out next month, maybe. Nobody's gonna care about it. Nobody's gonna care about it. That's my rant on that. Sharon said saw Venom 3 yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, so they saw it was flash. Said, see, people didn't say it was flash, but they just said they showed him at the end, and that was it. John says we need a class. Now they're giving a clip notes on Morbius again. That movie. Oh, really wants to wait for this Venom on Disney Plus. Yeah, That's why we're with you. We weren't laughing because we were too cool. That's why you know what? I'll agree with you on that one. They were full, but I saw plenty of empty seats and pics and videos. Right, that's what killed me. That's what killed me. But that's for another day. That's for another day and time. Grace says deluxe says it's the only option that makes sense of this HasLab. The standard you are paying for was offered. Once you go deluxe, the math is a lot better. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna look at it. Grace says no man who pays to see Venom movies, they're 80% trash. Good Lord. Nick says I still don't know why. I still don't know how we started making Batman and Spider-Man movies without Batman and Spider-Man. Yeah, Joker 2. Don't waste your time to go see a musical. Honestly, that's what that is. It's a freaking musical. Don't waste your time. Joker 2 is not your time. I didn't even go see it, and I already knew what I was going to get into, and it was trash. Stern says, I want the Ecto 1 HasLab, but I'm selling on my Ectotron. Ectotron, which is Ectotron? I'm not sure which one that is. Don says, more than anything, I want the Ghost from the HasLab. And Rob says, Disney has locked Deadpool and Wolverine. Is not on Disney Plus. I have it for free. I watched it for free again, second time, in the comfort of my own home. And Bart hated Joker 1, screw Joker 2. I enjoyed Joker 1. Yeah, but yeah, I wish it was Joker 2. Screw that movie. All right, so getting back to this Ghostbuster Plasma series, Ecto Mobile. We got the anniversary edition as base model, then you got your deluxe edition. So as I can see, deluxe edition comes with a little bit more and a different roof that you can have on there. But let's go into the details of it here. So the base model comes with the Ecto 1 with lights and sound, 84 Ecto hubcaps, Ghost Rider 84 Ghostbusters. I don't know why I said Ghost Rider. Ghostbusters 84 decal sheet, which is one sheet, removable rolling gurney. Ghostbusters Plasma Library Ghost figure with stand, library book stock accessory, and library book accessory. And Ghostbusters Slimer comes with the stand. But in a deluxe model, you got the car, the hubcaps, the gurney, the decal sheet, the library ghost, Slimer, the conversion kit, 1A roof with functioning lights, red rear bumper with Ecto 1 license plate, 1989 Ghostbusters 2 Ecto 1 decal sheet, Ghostbusters Plasma Series streams times 2, hubcaps, Ecto 1, 1989 Ecto 1A hubcaps, toaster accessory from Ghostbusters 2, hot beverage thermal accessory from Ghostbusters 2, free balloon for all the kids from Ghostbusters 2, Plasma Series Proton Pack accessory, Plasma Series Proton Streams times 4. You get Ray, Winston, Egon, and Peter as well. So yeah, Electron's Ecto 1. Oh yeah, okay, got you. Honestly, yeah, I would have to go with deluxe model if I was going to do this. Like, to me, deluxe model, you get more bang for your buck. Because how much is 325, 400? Yeah, you get more bang for your buck. 2 weeks to Tully early bird special. Oh, okay. So, let's see. We couldn't celebrate the hilarious fall of Ghostbusters aptly without including the unofficial fifth Ghostbuster as a special bonus. The Ghostbusters Platinum Series Ecto traps in a minimum backer amount. With the first 14 days of campaign, all backers will receive a 6-inch Lewis Telly action figure. Okay. Comes with Proton Pack, Plasma Stream, Ghost Trap, and PKE meter accessory. Okay, that's cool. So basically, if you get the deluxe, you're getting like five figures and 2 ghosts. It's not bad. What's this? Two like kind of moves 2 ways. I can't remember it. Yes. Also, all this is included in the deluxe model. Oh wow, jump seat. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, I go with the deluxe model all day. And if you got enough money to get the basic model, I think somebody said like they was thinking about getting a basic model so you can put the Ghostbuster 2 stuff on it, or just having base model in on the deluxe model, making it the Ghostbusters. Excuse me, making that the Ghostbusters 2 Ecto 1A. Yeah, no, the ghosts look cool. The slime looks awesome. Yeah, the figures look good too. Yeah, overall, like for Ghostbusters fans, yeah, that's pretty decent. I'm not mad at it. Let's see. We still need real Ghostbusters and Platinum Series to try. I don't know if they're going to go down that deep. I think they're going to, for some reason, they stick with just the movies. Um, who knows? I don't know. But see, I don't can't remember if was the real Ghostbusters done by somebody different or I can't remember. I don't know what happened. There was something weird about one of the Ghostbusters shows that it was done by I think a different company or a different animation studio or something. There was something weird about it. Bart says still, but there are no patches. Um, Grace's Platinum Series hasn't even done Ghostbusters 2 Big Bad Vigo. Oh, yeah, that is very true. That is very true. Dom says Mondo is doing real Ghostbusters. They look amazing, but will cost more than HasLab. Yeah. Grace like Bart, where is right? Where's those damn Ghostbusters patches? Oh, thank you, Norton. No man, thank you so much. Yeah, we're trying to defend users. NES old school style. The Mondo real Ghostbusters are overpriced. And Bart says we need the Ecto one from the girls movie so I can get an unlock Prince Stones with and put him in my legends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Okay, so that's maybe what I'm thinking of, Rob. Extreme Ghostbusters and the real Ghostbusters were done by two different studios. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of because I know there was like another Ghostbuster. Like there were two Ghostbuster shows, but they were done by two different companies, two different studios. Just say, yeah. All right, folks. That's it for me. So it was fun being back. You know, it was fun doing this. We'll have to do this again maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week. We'll do this again. What's the new things? I'm trying to get a video ready right now. It's just a video of me saying like, hey, like these are my top figures for this year so far. Not saying like it's like a top 10. I don't even know how many I have in having I want to say they're like my top ones, but just the ones that I've really enjoyed so far this year. At figure wise, either the articulation, the design of them. So yeah, that I'm trying to get that video done and get that set up right now. And Gunplay Mondays are back. I'm trying to get back into the Gunplay videos. I really am. It's just been tough. Um, Trying to find time to sit down during the week to do it. Because half time, like by the time I get home from work, I'm dead tired. I'm not gonna lie, I am super tired. Because I get home, my day starts early and my day ends late. So, but yeah, I do, like I said, I do want to get back into it, but so far, like my favorite build this year is this one. Like this Devastator is freaking amazing. Like I love this model kit from Flame Toys. Super articulated, comes with different hands. Like I love this figure. I should love this. I love this kid. What would make it even dope is like if these came apart and they transform into, but unfortunately they don't. Don't make excuses. Like shut up. Just do it. I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. But yeah, I want to get more of these though. These are worth it. Like I love these. The flame toys did dang that's a good job on this. I kind of went over some pieces with like can't really see too much, but with a Gundam marker, you can see some of the black lines I did on them. I'm not sure if some is showing up, but yeah. Yeah, you really can't tell like if somebody said like here, handle this, I'm like, all right, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, yo, it's a kid. I'm like, no way. Like, there's no way this is a kid. But yeah, this they are dope. They're really like fun to build. Like they're fun to build, and the posability on them is amazing. Like these may be the only Transformers I get. Yeah, it is a little undersized, Stride. I understand, but still, like it's a fun kit, and it's just a great figure, just like kit to play with. Like it's awesome. You know what? I get that. You know this, Greg. This reminds me more of the IDW series when they were doing Transformers. Like it kind of has an IDW look to them. But yeah. So I want to try to get some more Flame Toys Transformers. But yeah, that's all I got right now. But like Brandon said, we'll try to make it happen on Wednesday to do a Giant Man unboxing because I'll have mine at that time. Hopefully, I don't have to be home to sign for it because they're asking for a signature. So we'll see. I'm hoping they just can leave it. But yeah, just go ahead and put it on the porch, my man. I'll be there to get it. But in that, stay safe. Happy hunting. Hope y'all do great. Hey, Step. Oh, look at that. My man Step, I missed you at New York Comic Con. I seen you were there. I was there Friday. I'm so like I wish I could have seen you, Steph. But I did get to see you earlier this week. And I'll see you at Legion's Con. So I will be at Legion's Con. So I'll definitely see you there, my man. But thank you. Try not to. I will try not to, Bart. I'll try not to miss you too much. You're welcome, Stride. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Have a good weekend. And I will see you next week. Take care.